Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Hen, and we back at the Hen's Den. Thank God for waking me up, not just waking me up. Thank God for waking y'all up too on this gorgeous, rainy Monday morning. Hope everybody had a good, safe, blessed, happy weekend. Did y'all go to church yesterday? I did. Had a good word. Thank God for that word. Yesterday we had communion day. You know, Jesus blood. You know, Lord, yeah, I can't even think right now. Communion, when you take the Lord's Supper, the crackers and bread. Since I'm speaking of cracker and bread, why don't nobody buy cracker no more and put the Welch orange juice? I don't know how y'all serve y'all communion. I might be pronouncing wrong, y'all communion, but they got the one that's already made, the little cracker that be on top of the cups. That look like you eating plastic. That don't even look like no cracker. It don't. It's too shiny. That's a little plastic cracker. And whatever that little juice is. Juice don't even smell right. But it's the loud body. It's the loud supper. Drink the bread of the body and you drinking the juice. Where I'm from, back in the day, they used to go back in the back, get that Welch orange juice, grape juice, pour it up, get a box of saltine crackers. And I'm talking about that nice side cracker, but if you were hungry, that cracker fill you up till you get to the house. Huh? And the cups were bigger than that what we get served now. But if you were hungry, that one cracker, you can go back for seconds. After everybody had God body, if there's some more juices and crackers up there, you still go there and eat them crackers and juice. Nowadays they'll take them and put them in the bag. Man, folk be look, I be a little hungry. I ain't gonna lie to you. That little breakfast, it's gone. But yeah, y'all remember back in the day, you go to church on that Sunday, have your communion. When everybody else had juice, God, body, bread and stuff. If it's still some more, they can go back up there and still eat. They don't do that no more. They buy these little cups, with the crackers on top of it. I don't know what that is. I know it's God body, but I'm talking about the taste wise. Them cracker don't taste like cracker, and that juice sure don't taste like no Western juice. But I'm just a squirrel playing in their world. You feel me? I'm just a squirrel playing in their world. But check this out though, y'all. I seen something this morning on a reel, and this came from a black 44-year-old black lady. And what she talked about is very rare that you hear this coming from a black lady, especially her age. But she accepting the realness. It's too late. It took her 4 years to see it. But she see it. And she crying her eye out. The lady so hurt, she said she wrote a book. How do you lose a good man? You know she hurt if she had to make a book about it. How to lose a good man. That's the book she wrote. Let's get to it, y'all. Before we get to it, y'all, my bad. You ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody perfect. Just going to the married folks. I'ma need you to open your ears and eyes up when I'm finna open your heart. Don't even worry about your eyes. You can be blind. Close your eyes. You can close. If you gotta close your eyes to listen to this, cool. But I'm gonna need you to open your ears and your heart up. What this lady said. I'm just telling y'all what she said. But I had to bring it here because it's real. You got a lot of ladies. Just listen to the story. The lady was on the reel. 4-year divorce. 44 years old. They got 2 kids they had together. They grown. But the lady on the reel, she going through it right now. She said she used to find the villain in her husband to make herself feel good on the inside to make the decision what she want to make. And that decision was to go ahead and get a divorce because she got tired. She got tired of her same old husband. He not romantic enough. He don't do this enough. He don't say this enough. He ain't there. He ain't there physically and emotionally when she need him. Stuff like that. the typical stuff what some women complain about or whatever. But the lady being real. The lady said she would look all the bad stuff what he did in the past, and she said she would throw it up every time he made her mad. And then the lady said all it took was something simple to make something explode. The lady said he could have took the garbage out, and a garbage bag probably went in the garbage can no more. And she said she'll fuss about that. She said, y'all, I will make a scene just because he didn't put a garbage bag back in that garbage can. But at least he took the garbage out. Well, I didn't have to take the garbage out. She said she was so sick and tired of this man, looking at this man, she would have to make an excuse, you know what I'm saying, to make herself feel better in order to go ahead and get the divorce. She said, this is something I wanted. She said, I wasn't looking at what he wanted or what we wanted. I was looking at something what I wanted. The reason why I'm on this, because guess what? You don't see too many black ladies admitting to when they wrong. This sister admitting to what she was wrong. I said in a video one day last week, who want the divorce all the time? The woman. It don't be us. It don't be the man's. It don't be us. It be the women's. She said it for herself. She said it always be us women who want the divorce. Because she said divorce 1,000 times to her husband. And them whole 1,000 times, he kept telling her, I don't want a divorce. I don't want a divorce. No, we can work on this. 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 She said she just got tired, fed up. She wanted a new chapter in her life. But she said she didn't realize she had the book right there. She said she wanted a new chapter in her life, but she said she didn't realize she already had her book right there. She said she had the beginning right there. See, people want stuff to go their way all the mother effing time. They can care less how they treat you, but they want it their way. But how they treat you, it's just a reason for everything, y'all. It's a reason for everything. People want to get treated like queens and kings, but how they treating the other person on the other end. They can care less if that person hurting, crying, and smiling on the inside, depressed. They don't care. Long you doing what they want you to do, that's all that matters. This lady said she was always so demanding. Oh, you ain't doing this. You need to be doing this right. Why you can't do this? Listening to social media, listening to co-workers, listening to family and friends of the family. She said now they done got me stuck without a husband. But she said the one that who she would listen to and seeing on social media and working with and kin with, she said they'll come to her and tell her story about their life, whether they cheat on their husband or wife, or whether they husband cheat on them. But she said, guess who still married, y'all? All them people who was in my Kool-Aid. And she said, I'm the only flavor, and I ain't got nobody. She said, yeah, some man that came in my life. She said, yeah, I tried to date again. Didn't last. She said one guy, 6-7 months, come to find out, still dealing with his baby mama. Other guy she said she dated was slick, the most handsome man she been with, know how to talk, know what to say, so romantic. Guess what she found out about him? Where he started being too controlling. He want to check the phone. He want to tell her, well, nah, you can't go here. I'm going to go. The controlling type. So you got a lot of people be ready, boy, to move on with somebody else. But you don't even know who you finna move on to. You could be finna start talking to a stone-born killer. You say something wrong to that killer, that might be your last day. You could be talking to somebody like a ticking time bomb. You say something wrong to him or her, they finna blow up on you. See, a lot of people going off a feeling. Well, this how I feel today, and I've been feeling that for the past week. I gotta do what my stomach telling me what to do. I gotta go with my heart. I know my word. You know how they talk. I know my word. She said, it ain't just I have had worth in that in relationship. He had too. But she said, by we being women, we trying to use this for an excuse all the time. I got hormones. Or I'm a woman. God made me this way. She said, I kept telling my husband that excuse every day, every other time. Well, they're just a woman. If you can't deal with me, go get you somebody else. She said the main part was about it. The reason why she wanted a divorce because she just started hating him. How many people you know? I know people that's married. Hate the hell out their wife or husband. Can't stand to look at them. Can't stand to touch them. But they still together. You know why they still together? Because some kind of benefits out of it. Him or her got some kind of asset somewhere. They got something. Hate their husband. Hate their wife. See, look. If you with somebody broke, they're going to be 100 with it. You can't get that out no broke person. Only thing you get back from a broke person is your last name back. That's it. But if you married to somebody got assets, they got this and that, that and this, you can gain something off of it. They're going to be real. You got some people stay in marriage until one day, you know what? They got this, they got that. F it. I'm finna get a divorce. I'm finna get this. We finna split this half. They be ready to say that, boy. All what we got, we finna split this. Making it seem, okay, you just in it for the benefits, or you just in it for what this person can do. You just in it what this person accomplish. You got some people stay with somebody. You got people that met somebody 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and they see the light. They seen the light on the end. They seen some, what the word I'm trying to use? It start with a P. Well, you know what I'm talking about. They seen that P word in him or her then. Potentials. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Then one day, it finally happened. They got multiple this, they got multiple that, they got their own business, they do this, they do that, and bam, they hit the jackpot. Knowing they been wanting to leave them, but they waited until they gain assets or gain this and gain that, and then bam, now they hit the jackpot. Oh, we go through a divorce. Oh, I get this, I get that, I get this, I get that. Trying to run it to the ground. You know them types. People, that's true. You got some people out here stay with somebody. Time they get a divorce. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this. Now you making it seem like you just stayed with the person for what they had, or what they can get their hands on, or what they can do. That ain't real love right there. You're gonna be with somebody even if they did have all that. I feel like if you did get a divorce from somebody, you don't got to say give me no half, or you let that person decide what they want to give. Now, if that person got caught cheating or beating on you, that's totally different. You deserve to have all that. They're going to be 100. You deserve to have all that. But if you just get a divorce off a feeling, or I'm tired, or I want to move on with somebody else, or it's somebody better, or you don't deserve nothing. The only thing you deserve back is your last name. I'm just keeping it real and true, y'all. That's the only way I know how to keep it over here. Like that lady did on her video, on her reel. She kept it real and true. From a black lady, a 44-year-old black lady. That's hard for a black lady to say that. That lady said she been divorced 4 years now, but she went through 2 people out her divorce. And then she said, well, I asked God to send me my husband or my man yet, but he haven't yet. He not going to, because at the same time, he might do it now after she realized how she was with him. Then he'll send it. So you got to go through a test. Married peoples. You could be married to somebody right now. God can begin you a test to see, okay, is you going to quit on that person or keep believing in that person? How you believe in me? That good book. That lady said she should try to use Bible verses or quotes out the Bible to put on him about marriage. But she said the only time she was doing that to still find another good reason, a good point to say, you know what, go ahead, get a divorce. You can't use that Bible to fight a relationship all the time, especially if you or him ain't living like that. It ain't no way around it. You being fake as hell. You using the Bible just in a time like this. But the lady said she wasn't even living like the Bible. She said she want to use Bible version just to be using them, but she ain't even living like the Bible. Come on now, make that make sense. That don't even make no sense, do it. How can you make some sense that don't even make sense? But this lady made sense, because the lady said after 4 years, now I see why I am the way I am. The lady made a book, y'all. How can you lose a good man? No, how to lose a good man. She telling you right here. What I'm telling you, complaining, ain't grateful. Man to go out here and do this and do that. End of the day, she still ungrateful. No thank yous, husband, boyfriend, I really mean it. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing. She said she started being grateful. Start fussing all the time, complaining, listening to people's. That's another thing, listening to people's. Of course, somebody gonna tell you, you need to worry about you. Make yourself feel happy, especially they ain't got no man, or they got a piece of a man, or don't got no man at all. Of course, they gonna feed you that. Go to some. She know that lady said. That lady said she's supposed to have been talking to married people that's in church, that know in church. Older people that's in church, or some people her age that really value their marriage. She said the people she was talking to were family, friends, co-workers. She said, hell, they'll cheat themselves. If they know their husband cheat, they cheat too. They both cheat, but they still married. Who winning in a relationship like that? I know I don't want no relationship like that. I know I don't want no marriage like that. Well, I'm cheating and my wife cheating, but we still married. What's coming back to that? Diseases and diseases. Heartache and heartache. Somebody gonna get effed up in a relationship like that. They're gonna be real with it now. They're gonna be real. So I can live like that. If not, I know you probably can't live like that either. But y'all, they just some real talk. They just a real conversation right here. I said, man, that lady got up here and said something like that in front of millions of people if they come across her real like that. I thumbs up her. Cause she keeping it real and true. It's a lot of women doing their own husband like that right now, just to say, okay, good, enough is enough. I keep throwing up this old stuff. That's all you can throw up is old stuff. The lady said all she kept throwing up is old stuff, old stuff, old stuff. And if it took just some little petty stuff, that's all. She said all it took was a trash can bag, y'all, to make her foul. That gave her the right to fuss about that and bring up old stuff. A trash bag. She said at least he took the trash out. He probably forgot to put the trash back in, or probably biz or something. She said, I'll blow up over a trash bag. Don't you blow up over no trash bag, all right? But look, though, to the ones that married, man, look, it take two. It's hard. Sticking there. Staying there. Who want to take a chance starting over with somebody when you really taking a chance these days? These ain't the 70s or 80s or 90s no more. It's a whole new generation. It's hard to find real love out here, y'all. So if you married, stay down. Go get counseling. Go talk to somebody. Bring God and Jesus into it more. Bring God and Jesus into the midst. When you see it's about to get into an argument, God and Jesus come in here. Step between us. Guide us. Send that man back down to the pits of hell where he from. Because he want this to go on. He want us to get a divorce. So if you're married to somebody, please work it out. Instead of quitting or getting a divorce, it's serious, y'all. A marriage is a serious thing, you know. But yeah, y'all, come back to the den. We just speaking on some real marriage stuff today, all right? So on part two, I'm finna go and tell you the name of it right now. Come back to part two. Part two gonna be called A Single Mindset and a Marriage Mindset. So come back to the den on part two, all right? Bet.